اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد عدد من يمشي على رجلين ومن يمشي على أربع من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد من صلى عليه من الجن والإنس والملائكة.
Salavat-ı şerife getirenlerin ahir ve akıbetleri hayrola. Âl-i esvacı, tahiret evladı, Resul-i Eshab bizim efendilerimizin, sair enbiya-i ve Resul-i Fihan haziratın erbab şeriflerine, Pirimiz Bilal-i Habeşi radıyallahu anh efendimizin ve alel-husus bu caminin bahanesi ve bugüne kadar içerisinden gelmiş geçmiş imam ve zin kaynlarının ve kahve-i ehli imanın ervahı sahibi Seyf Şabdülkerim ve Kıbrıs Rabbani Hazretleri için Allah rızası için El-Fatiha. Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. İnnallâhe ve melâketehu yusallûne alen-nebî. Ya eyyühellezîne âmenû sallu aleyhi ve sellimû teslîmâ. Allahümme salli alâ seyyidina Muhammedin ve alâ âli seyyidina Muhammed. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Hayya ale's-salâh. Hayya ale's-salâh. Hayya alel-felâh. Hayya alel-felâh. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. La ilahe illallah.
La ilahe illallah. Elhamdülillah. Elhamdülillah. Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Ve salatu ve selamu ala Resulina Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecmain. Nahmedullah Teala ve nastağfiru ve eşhedü en la ilahe illallah vahdehu la şerike lah. Ve eşhedü enne seyyidina Muhammeden abduhu ve habibuhu ve resuluh. Sallallahu aleyhi ve ala alihi ve ezvacihi ve ashabihi ve tabi'i hulefâ raşidin mahadin min ba'di. Ve zeremmeti ala tahkik, hususen min ra'lameti hulefâ Resulullah ala tahkik. Umar el-Mu'minin, Hazreti Abu Bakr, Umar, Osman ve Ali ve ala baki sahabe tabi'in ridvanullah ta'ala aleyhim ecmain. Ya eyyuhal mu'minul hazirun, ittakullah ta'ala ve ati'u innallaha mellezine tekvellezine hum muhsinun. Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin ve salatu ve selamu ala eşrafil enbiya'i ve mursalin Seyyidina Mevlana Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecmain. All praises are due to Allah, Lord of the universes. All praises are due to Allah who is the merciful. He taught the Quran, He created man, He has taught him speech. All praises are due to Allah who sent His Habib Sayyidina Muhammad alayhi wasalam as the mercy to the universes. And may all peace and blessings be upon the master of humans and jinn, the prophet of the two sanctuaries, the imam of the two qiblas, our intermediary in the two worlds, the owner of Kaaba Kausain, the beloved of the Lord of the two easts and the two wests, the grandfather of Al-Hassan and Al-Hussein, Sayyidina Muhammad alayhi wasalam. And may all peace and blessings be upon his noble family and blessed companions, and especially upon the four Khulafa Rashidin, Hazrati Abu Bakr Siddiq, Hazrati Umar Farooq, Hazrati Osman al-Ghani and Hazrati Ali al-Murtaza, and all those who follow them until the last day. Ya ayyuhal mu'minun, all believers, Today is the day of Jummah, the day that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded the believers to gather together and to listen to the Imam who stands in the mimbar, which is in reality the maqam of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. And for 1,400 years, the believers have come together on the day of Jummah, leaving the small masjids and gathering in the big jami, to show on this day that they are not individuals, but part of the ummah. And for 1,400 years, the khutbah would begin in the same way. It did not matter if you were in Mecca or Medina, in Istanbul or Bukhara, in Mali or in Delhi, the khutbah was beginning in the same way. The khutbah was beginning with sending peace and blessings upon the Holy Prophet ﷺ and the companions, and sending salutations to the 4 righteous Khalifas. And the Imam would then read out the name of the Khalifa of Islam, pray for him, and to proclaim the Khalifa's authority. This was the khutbah for 1,400 years. Such was the majestic khutbah that the Muslims used to listen to on Jummah. The Imam would say, Ya Allah, have mercy on the Khalifas who have been on the right path, and the Imams who have been well guided, who have ruled with righteousness and have worked for justice. Ya Allah, aid and help your servant and your Khalifa, the great Sultan, the exalted Hakan, the shadow of Allah on earth, the master of the kings of Arabia and the Ajam, servant of the 2 sacred houses. For he is a Sultan, son of a Sultan, the Ghazi Sultan Abdul Hamid Khan, son of the Ghazi Sultan Abdul Majid Khan, son of the Ghazi Sultan Mahmud Khan. May Allah cause his Khilafat to endure and to spread justice in his reign, and cause righteousness and generosity to extend onto the 2 worlds to the end of time and the end of ages. Ameen. But we don't hear that khutbah anymore, because the Khilafat has been veiled and removed. There is nobody occupying the office of the Khilafat. Those who brought the Khilafat down, they knew what they were doing. And we are all responsible for that too. It was not an unintended consequence of other actions. Today, they teach in the universities and everywhere that the Khilafat fell as an aftershock of the Ottoman Empire entering World War I. They make it sound as though it was an afterthought. The reality is that the goal of the enemies of the Khilafat for 1,400 years was to bring it down. The French general Gouraud, when he entered Damascus after the French victory of World War I, went straight away to the tomb of Hazrati Salahuddin Ayyubi, the same Saladin that the West was admiring and respecting. He went to the tomb of the great Sultan and he kicked it. And he said, "Wake up, Salahuddin, we have returned. My presence here shows that the Crusaders have won." And the British Foreign Secretary at that time, George Curzon, said, "We must put an end to anything which brings about Islamic unity between the sons of the Muslims." The situation now is that Turkey is dead and will never rise again because we have destroyed its moral strength, the Khilafat and Islam. So the Khilafat has been removed through the efforts of the enemies of Islam from outside of Islam and inside of the Muslims. It has been removed through the hypocrisy of those ones calling themselves Muslims. A divine system that ruled and brought peace from the passing of the Holy Prophet ﷺ until 1923 has been removed, and with its removal has come chaos and suffering to the whole ummah, believers and unbelievers. But today's Muslims are engaged in a very important debate. They are looking into issues that, mashallah, no Muslim for 1,400 years was looking into. They have come to understandings that neither Imam Abu Hanifa or Imam Malik or Imam Shafi or Imam Ahmad came to. Their intelligence has taken them so far that they know what the Sahabis and the Tabi'ins and the Tabi'in did not know. These new Muslims, these new scholars, they studied in the halls of the Western universities from the architects of the destruction of Islam, and subhanallah, they became the greatest knowers of the secrets of Islam. These intelligent new Muslims, they have come up with an amazing idea. Islam does not need a Khilafat. They are saying Khilafat is a made-up thing that is not important. They say Holy Prophet ﷺ never commanded us to establish the Khilafat. And they became so smart to say, where is the hadith saying, after me you must make a Khilafat? Where is the ayat? And ignorant Muslims who have lost all connection to their tradition have no answer. And they get washed away in the waves of misguidance. These new scholars are brave enough to say, the Khalifas who came before, they were tyrants. They say the Ummawis, they were barbaric. The Abbasis, they were weak. The Ottomans, they were too much in love with women and with the dunya. They are spreading the poison to say that Khilafat, it is a fantasy. They are saying to the Muslims, well, this is a post-colonial fantasy. You were all colonized, so now you have invented Khilafat as the cure to the humiliation of your colonization. But there was never such a thing as a global Khilafat. They are saying you're all chasing something that never exists. And what are they offering as an alternative? They are saying, well, we need separation of mosque and state. And they are saying this is actually what the Holy Prophet ﷺ wanted. They are presenting the Holy Prophet as though he was a Buddha or a Gandhi, saying he just wanted enough safe space to worship freely, without knowing that both the Buddha and Gandhi overturned every system that was in place, both spiritually, religiously, politically, in every way. They are saying Prophet ﷺ wasn't concerned with establishing a state. And they are saying, well, the most Islamic countries today are the Nordic countries because they are so great on human rights. Those countries where prostitution is legal, where perversion is everywhere. They say that if a Muslim from the time of Umar ibn Abdul Aziz came there, he would feel like he was right at home. And while they are saying that Islam must be separate from politics, they themselves are engaging in politics. Not politics that lead to justice, no. They're engaging in the politics of oppression and disenfranchisement. They are engaging in the politics of privilege and cronism. They are running to sit with dictators who water the ground of their countries with the blood of believers, smiling and taking pictures. What they are doing is trying to say Islam does not belong in the state. Islam belongs to the scholars. Oh, dictators, you keep your worldly power. We have the spiritual power. But they're saying, give us the religious power. That way, we can fool the people through scholarship and make ourselves to become rich and powerful. That is the end goal of so-called Muslim scholars in the 21st century. Which one of them is not engaged in politics? Oh believers, this is the poison that has been injected into this ummah. And the ummah is becoming divided because those who say that we need a khilafat and those who say we don't need a khilafat. We say we need a khilafat. Our sheikh says we need a khilafat. Our grand sheikh says we need a khilafat. Every Ahli Sunnat must say we need a khilafat. Holy Prophet ﷺ said, we need a khilafat. When he passed from this world, the Sahaba Kiram did not run to engage, to arrange for his burial. They were running to establish a khilafat. We must make our position clear because the world is full of ignorant people. We are not saying that we should fight to establish a Khilafat. We are not saying that we're going to bring down any governments. We do not support barbarians who raise the flag of Khilafat but commit every act against the Sunnah and against Islam. We must be very clear with that. We do not say that the Khilafat is a perfect system that will bring paradise on earth, because Islam is not concerned with bringing paradise on earth. The earth is not paradise. To make the earth into paradise is the biggest mistake. Paradise is paradise, and dunya is less than one wing of a mosquito. But the role of the Khilafat is to establish and to guard the rights of people and prevent oppression and tyranny. The responsibility of the Khalifa is not, it was not, and will not be to bring paradise on earth. Islam does not believe in utopia. Islam believes in justice. Why do we need Khilafat? Because the Muslims, we are not 72 nations. We are one ummah. And that one ummah needs one head. The Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, only the Imam is a shield behind whom you fight and you protect yourself with. The Muslims for 1,400 years had a unified set of interests, and the Sultan was the advocate of those interests. More than that, he was the one who was protecting all of the Muslims from aggression and oppression. When the Portuguese brought their ships to attack Aceh in Sumatra, in Indonesia, the Ottoman Sultan sent his navy all the way from Istanbul to help. But the Sultan did not just help the Muslims, he helped anyone who was suffering. The Ottomans are famous for helping non-Muslims everywhere in the world. When the Irish suffered the potato famine, Sultan Abdul Majid sent today's equivalent of $2 million aid, more than the British Queen herself sent. And when the Christians were busy massacring the Jews and the Muslims, the Jews were welcome in the lands of the Ottomans by the Sultan himself. The role of the Khalifa is to reflect the mercy and justice of Allah in the world, because he is an inheritor of the Prophet and the shadow of Allah on earth. We believe that Allah and His Prophet ﷺ have commanded that there is to be a Khalifa. We believe that the presence of the Khalifa over 1,400 years of history shows that the Khilafat brought justice, peace and stability throughout the whole world. The whole world who has been hating Islam, and the new rise of hate for Islam is causing more people to know and to understand and to research about Islam. And more people are understanding what they have been told through the media is completely different and wrong from what the history of Islam is. We believe that the fall of the Khilafat started violence and suffering that cannot be cured until a Khalifa comes back. And we believe that the Khalifa can only come back through the divine will of Allah, not through senseless violence. And when he returns, he is not going to separate Muslims and Christians and Jews. He will separate those who believe and from those who do not believe. He will separate from those who believe in justice and those who do not believe in justice. And you don't have to be a saint and a scholar to know that this world is very removed from justice in this world now. We are believers. We believe in the way of the Holy Prophet ﷺ and his Sahaba Kiram and their inheritors. We will not sell our religion for this world, inshallah. We will not compromise on the fundamentals of our religion. Those who are doing that have become fooled by shaitan. We will not change our religion to make it more palatable to modern sensibilities, because our religion is perfect. We are living in the dark times, in the dark ages. We are living in the time of Dajjal. We are living in the time of the Antichrist. Have no doubt about that. Those who have doubt And those who are thinking we're living in the golden age and better times are going to come, wake up. You must be blind. Your hearts must be sealed. We are living in unprecedented evil and oppression that the world has ever seen. We have oppressed our fellow humans. We have oppressed nature. And now we're getting ready to oppress all the other alams. Dajjal shows black as white and white as black. In this time of Dajjal, scholars that millions are running behind are teaching that Khilafat is not a part of Islam. Maybe they are teaching that this is the time of Dajjal and we should run away from Dajjal into the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ and welcome Mahdi ﷺ. They're not teaching that either. Dajjal is sitting in the back, preparing to unveil his kingdom. We are very weak ones, but we must not get fooled by Dajjal. Our Holy Prophet ﷺ gave the knowledge of everything that will happen until Judgment Day. We must run to connect to that knowledge that brings us benefit, that will save us in these times. All other knowledges that is not pointing out to that fact will only bring a curse to us. And one of those knowledges that will help us is that the Ottomans will come back. The Khilafat will come back and Mahdi alayhi salam will come. We must be praying to be with them, because if you are not on the side of Mahdi alayhi salam, you are on the side of Dajjal. There is no sitting on the fence at that time. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to judge us according to what side we are on. He's going to judge us according to which imam we follow and which flag we're under. As our Shaykh Sahibul Saif, Shaykh Abdul Karim al-Kibrisi Rabbani Qaddatullah Asir is saying, you must wake up. Shaitan has so many ways to fool man, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has so many ayats in the Quran Karim saying to us to wake up. He is warning us from the confusion of Shaitan and Dajjal. Holy Prophet ﷺ is warning us in hundreds and hundreds of hadiths. Where are we going to put these ones? Which side should we put these hadiths? Should we ignore all of them now? Is it another new style now? Everyone is talking from the spiritual aspect. Where is your Shariat now? Where is the law that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given? The nation lost every Shariat now. Today the nation is living worse than the unbelievers. The majority of the Muslims are living worse than the unbelievers. And now you are going to be that tolerant to Shaitan? You cannot. That is only Shaitan fooling you. But those who do not want to be fooled, you must check yourself. We must watch out. We must look out. We must be worrying. In every higher station that they are going, they must be worrying. They must be watching out, because the higher station they are reaching, they are seeing the danger that is waiting. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given this job, this duty to man. Man must establish the Shariat again in this world. Man must open the Quran Karim. Man must work to bring the Khilafat, and man must open the flag of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. It's not going to come from the sky. It's going to be from these men that are living today on this earth. We are all responsible. In the Judgment Day, we will all be questioned. Allah will ask us, what have you done to bring the Khilafat back and to put my laws back on? What did you do? What did you do? O believers, O Muslims, O Ummati Muhammad, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? May Allah give us the hidayat to do the right thing. Ameen. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. La ilaha illa لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك والحمد في كل شيء قدير لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك والحمد في كل شيء قدير لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك والحمد في كل شيء قدير لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين سبح قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة والروح سبح قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة والروح سبح قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة والروح إن دين عند الله الإسلام قام الصلاة
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله